Hey guys, so today is Tuesday, November 20th, and I am getting ready to leave the house. I have my pre-op visit for my gastric bypass. Since it's been so long since my last pre-op visit, they have to do another one and run another prior authorization by the insurance. So I meet with the doctor today about 10:15, and I think beforehand I'm gonna go and visit my work because I miss them a lot, and because Thanksgiving's coming up, I just kind of wanted to go and give everybody a hug and let them know my good news about no cancer. And you know, I communicate with a couple of the people, and I hope they pass along that news, but you never know. So, and I think that my coworkers would want to hear it from me in person and see that I'm doing okay. So I'm excited to see them. I miss them a lot. I have had some interesting experiences. I'm finally starting to feel better, finally. Surgery was a week ago today, and yesterday I didn't take any pain meds so that I could go run some errands. And I told this story on Facebook, but some of you I don't think are on my Facebook. So I was pushing the cart, and where the cart is at, it's actually at the exact level of my big incision. And so I was kind of guarding it because after my first surgery, I went grocery shopping with my aunt, and I kept hitting my stomach on that cart. So I was trying to be really careful, and this woman noticed, and she goes, you know, what's wrong with your stomach? And I was like, well, I just had surgery on Tuesday last week. And she goes, well, it's not very safe to drive on pain meds. Now, I don't know. I mean, I very easily could have been with someone, you know, and they just weren't with me right that second. But I don't know. I'm still shocked that she said that. And I said, well, just so you know, I didn't take any this morning just so I could come here and run these errands, but thank you for your concern. And she goes, oh, well, you must be in pain then. I'm like, yeah, I guess, you know, and I don't know. I tried to be nice, but so the other thing I talked about on Facebook, which I'll share here, excuse me. So I woke up, I took a nap yesterday after my errands, and my big incision was feeling hot to the touch, but not really any pain necessarily. But again, I think I am pretty good at ignoring pain. So plus I was on pain meds. When I finally got home, I took pain meds, so who knows. Anyway, so I go to the bathroom and I look down, and I literally go like this, like, oh, you know, to look at my incision, and fluid squirted out. I don't even know how far it went out, but I said, shit, like, I was not expecting that at all. And it was like watery fluid, but it was like orange, like, you know, red tinted. So I finish in the bathroom and go in my vanity area and sit down with gauze pads and just like pressed on it just slightly, and it just like gulp, 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 like all this fluid came out, and it was so gross. Oh, I mean, thankfully it wasn't like green or pussy or anything, but it just completely freaked me out, and just the amount, I think, was scary. And so I come in the living room, I took a picture of the pile of gauze, and I like sent it to my aunt, and I said, call me right away. And so she called. So while I was waiting for her to call, I sent it also to my friend Heather, but she didn't respond right away. And so I was just like freaking out. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna call the doctor. So it was after hours, of course, and so they paged her right away, and she got on the phone, and you know, I explained to her what was going on, and I just started crying, like burst into tears. Felt like such a baby. You know, she was like, well, okay, you know, sometimes that happens. Fluid will accumulate under the skin. And she asked when I was seeing the bariatric surgeon, and I said, well, in fact, I'm seeing her tomorrow. And she said, okay, well, you know, show her the incisions, and most likely she'll write you a prescription for antibiotics. And since I'm in surgery all day tomorrow, you know, that way you're going to be seen sooner. So, and she said that my surgeon would understand, and I think she will. So, anyway, that was the incision that when I first had surgery, they talked about putting a drain in, and then I woke up and there wasn't a drain, and again with the second surgery expecting a drain and there wasn't a drain. So now I'm paranoid. So I'm going to talk to the surgeon today and ask her, can we please have a drain in there, because I want to make sure that there are no fluid sacs in my body anymore. So so yeah, I've looked at it last night in the middle of the night, and then this morning, because I keep feeling like, you know, there's going to be that much fluid again, and there really isn't. So it must have been accumulating for a couple of days. So that's that. Oh, my friend Emily, classy ass, she sent me something awesome. She's been working with watercolors and watercolor pencils, and so she made this for me, and then she made this one, which is gorgeous. So I will be definitely hanging those up. Thank you so much, Emily. And let's see, I know there was more I wanted to talk about. I've been obsessed with nail polish still, but it's been nice. It's been keeping me distracted, and it's calorie free, and yeah, I'm embarrassed to say how many bottles I have right now, so I'm gonna keep that number to myself for now. I'm sure I'll end up telling you guys, but I've been watching a lot of makeup blogs and YouTube videos on makeup and nail polish and stuff. So there's a really cool deal that I will be telling you guys about, that I just joined, and yeah, I think I'm going to be doing some nail polish collection videos and show you some swatches and colors that I found, and these are all, you know, I mean, I don't have a ton of money, so these are, I buy a lot of the Pure Ice at Walmart, which are $1.97, Sinful Colors, which are $1.99, Maybelline Color Show at Walmart is $2.99. I really like that formula. So, you know, I think it's a fun hobby, and it's reasonably priced. I mean, certainly you can buy the more expensive ones and get, you know, I started buying makeup as like the Sephora collections, which were really expensive even for the mini bottles. So now I'm just trying to do it in a little bit more of a you know, money-wise way. Also, with Black Friday coming up, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good deals. I bought a Revlon nail polish yesterday in the color Gold Coin, which if you go to Google and enter Revlon Gold Coin and click images, you'll see a bunch of people have swatched that color. It's really a beautiful gold, and I heard it mentioned on a YouTube channel, and so when I was at Rite Aid, it said $2.99, which is, I think they're normally $4.99. So I took it up to the counter, and on my way up to the counter there was a Revlon seasonal front end cap, and so I grabbed a couple of those too, thinking, well, if they're $2.99, I'll buy those too. So I get up there and I say, you know, can you tell me, like, are these $2.99 as well? And so she scanned them, and they all came up $4.99. And she said, well, where'd you find them? And I said, well, these were on the end cap, but then this one had the tag in front of it on the aisle. And she scanned that one, and it came up $4.99. She's like, it's not $2.99. I said, okay, well, there was a sign, you know, in front of the nail polish. So she went and looked, and they had put up their Black Friday labels. Oops. So she pulled it down and gave it to me at that price. She didn't give me all four at that price, but she gave me the one at that price, so I was happy with that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go and keep an eye out for more makeup and nail polish stuff, and you know, I will continue to do the weight loss stuff as well, don't worry. It just doesn't have my interest as much right now. I mean, I'm just living life, you know, I'm not focused on food right now. So and that's the goal. That's my ultimate goal. I don't want to be thinking about food, shopping for food, planning food all the time. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'm finally feeling better, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.